All right, let me go to the spots. Mm, okay, looks like I see us.
Mhm.
And I think the should be there now in just a moment.
Okay.
Wait for TJ to let us know.
Alrighty. She is looking.
Okay.
Oh, we're good to go. Yep, we're
All
good.
right. All right. Well, happy Sunday, Miss Leah, Miss TJ.
Happy Sunday, Miss BB and Miss TJ.
All right. I'm glad. I hope we all hope, I'm sure everybody, I hope that you are feeling better than you were last week.
I am. I'm a little bit hoarse, but it was so weird last week not being able to read a story or anything, but I was totally hoarse last week. I have my voice today, so excuse me, it's a little bit scratchy, but I wanted to come on today because I missed you guys so much last week. So I'm happy to be back. Just a little scratchy voice, but I feel much better.
It sounds nice, actually. I don't know why it seems like when you have a hoarse or a scratchy voice, I don't know. It's just one of those things when somebody hears it. I was in online church today, of course,
Yeah.
and our priest, his voice sounded even worse, but he
Right,
wouldn't get up. He even sang and everything.
right. Exactly, right.
I felt so bad for him, but he said, "Look, it's what I got to do," and he did
Yep,
it. You know,
yep, that's it. That's right. I'm
and
here.
it's
I want to do it. I want to be here.
we've all had a little I've been having this little tickle, but I'm not sick. You know what I
Right.
mean? A lot of fullness and sinus fullness in the last couple of weeks. I think it's the change of the weather, but
You know what?
hey,
You're right. It is. A lot of the kids have the sniffles and little coughs. It's definitely the change of the weather till we can adjust to it. And I love fall, so I'm happy about it, but just got to adjust to it.
absolutely a lot of ragweeds and things like
Yeah,
that out there. Oh,
yeah,
you all make sure you stay up on your vitamin C, you know what I mean? And keep
yeah,
your hands washed. There's a lot of little
yeah.
germs and sometimes they are mistaken for allergies and cold, things arise from these different things. So just be safe, everybody. Well, we will go ahead and get started. Of course, we want to make sure to do what we usually do. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow starts the beginning of the new week. So, for all the little story listeners and children out there, of course, we wish you all safety as you go to school, to and from school. We wish protection over the bus drivers, the parents that drive you to and from school, those who walk to school. Please be mindful of that and mind your surroundings. And we wish protection and safety over you, as well as all the teachers, cafeteria hands, bus drivers, and everybody involved in your education and your well being. We wish safety to all of you and to all the adults or even the children that don't go to school just yet and maybe just at home in daycare or however it works. We still wish you all a blessed and prosperous week. Hope
Yes.
everyone has a wonderful, wonderful week. It's been some beautiful weather.
Oh,
Hopefully we get
beautiful.
a
Yes.
couple more days of it. It will be nice.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, yes. Well, Miss Lee, I love the title, so show us what you have for us today.
Oh, this book is beautiful. I love the illustrations. The pictures are gorgeous, and it's about rhythm. And our bodies can produce rhythm in many ways. We can just clap our hands. That's how you produce rhythm. Snap your fingers, pat your knees. Anyway, there's so many different ways you can use your body to create rhythm. And that's what this book is about. I hope you enjoy it. It's called I Got the Rhythm. I thought of a rhythm in my mind. I heard the rhythm with my ears. She's listening to the little boy playing the drums. He's making beats. So she hears the rhythm with her ears. I looked at the rhythm with my eyes. She's blinking her eyes to follow along with the flutter of the butterfly wings. So that's creating a rhythm. I smelled the rhythm with my nose. She's sniffing at the ice cream stand. All the different flavors. I sang the rhythm with my mouth. She's singing ooh la la. Listen to the song on the radio and she's singing along. She's making a rhythm. I caught the rhythm with my hands. She's clapping along with her friend. That produces sound, that makes a rhythm. I kept the rhythm with my fingers. And she's snapping her fingers. You can make a rhythm by snapping your fingers as well. I shook a rhythm with my hips. And that is true. You can use your hips. You can dance. That makes a rhythm. Whether you're doing hip hop or ballet, any type of dance move creates rhythm. Any parts of your body, always remember that. You can create a rhythm. I felt the rhythm with my knees. She's hitting her knees together, knock, knock, creating a rhythm. I walk the rhythm with my feet. Stomp, stomp. She's stomping her feet, creating a rhythm. All of her friends are joining in. I tap the rhythm with my toes. Look at that. She's on her tippy toes, creating a rhythm. All different parts of our bodies can create a rhythm. I dance the rhythm of a drum. She's dancing to the beat of the drum. So the sound coming from the drum is making her dance. She feels the rhythm and she's dancing to it. I clapped and snapped. I tipped and tapped. I popped and locked. I hipped and hopped. She did so many things with her body, so many moves to create a rhythm. And look at this. Beat, bop, bing, bang, boom, boom. Look at all the different ways that they're creating rhythms in this picture. They have a drum, they're stomping their feet, clapping their hands. I love the illustrations in this book. It's so pretty. I got the rhythm, and you can too. So always remember, you can have the rhythm just like she does. Next time you're home, if you're or at school or anywhere, if you clap your hands, you're making the rhythm. You're stomping your feet, snapping your fingers, tapping on your knees. All those ways are fun ways to create a rhythm. And that is the end of I Got the Rhythm. I hope you guys enjoyed this book. I think it's a beautiful book. It's a fun way to learn different parts of your body and how you can create all kinds of rhythms. We do that all the time in my home daycare. When I was a home daycare provider, we would play different games, clapping our hands, following the beat, snapping our fingers, even blinking your eyes creates a rhythm. So it's so many different ways. Just like I said, patting on your knees or stomping your feet, you can hear the rhythm. So it's so fun to do that. And it's just a great book. I thought it was adorable. I
That
love
was wonderful. I have to tell everybody something.
it. Hmm.
I got off camera and I watched everything. Of course, I always put the little emojis in the chat. I did that. But I got a little emotional when you started clapping and stomping and snapping your fingers. And
Uh-huh.
I wonder if you realize why. Now, if you all don't know, you probably watch movies where there's soldiers marching
Hmm.
and they'll say things like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
They'll do a cadence. It's called a cadence.
Hmm.
Well, Miss Lee's father,
Hmm. Hmm.
his name was Edward. I never knew him as his first name.
Right.
I never knew him as his actual name. We
Right.
called him Hambone. And he used to, which her brother used to be able to do it too. I wonder if he still can. But
Right.
he used to do this thing we call hambone. He called hambone. We didn't call it.
Right.
And we would see movies and different things. And I'm sure some of you all have seen movies and they'll have the soldiers and they'll be marching. They'll say something like, Hambone, Hambone, have you heard?
Right. Right. Yep.
Fly you a mockingbird. And they're stepping to the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Well, Lee's dad, Miss Lee's father, was the original Hambone, which is why that cadence was even made. He would make rhythm and beats by
Yeah.
smacking his chest and
Hmm.
his legs, and he would clap. You can actually YouTube or look up Hambone, and
Hmm.
you will see other people doing it, even older people. But her father is pretty much famous because it originated with him. And it
Yes.
wasn't until he passed away that I realized he was the actual original Hambone. So
Yeah.
that story, I was when I
Yeah.
had to off, I was just like, wow. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you say
Right.
clap and I all I could think of was him doing this,
Yeah. And you
thing.
know what? I wish I would have learned it. I never learned it. He could do it so
Man,
fast.
he
Really.
was so Scott could do it though.
Yep.
I saw Scott do it, and he used to tear it up. And
Yeah.
people used to ask Scott to do it all the time, and he would be tearing it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't learn. See.
Wow. I mean, you could sit here, and if I tried to do it, I'm gonna have bruises because
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You're right.
it was so rhythmic. And I mean,
Yeah.
you could literally sit beside him and dance to what he was doing because the
Exactly.
beats he was making on his body, just like Miss Lee said.
Hmm.
The beats he was making were so rhythmic. You
Yeah.
could you could literally have a song. You could rap to it. You could sing
Yeah.
to it. You could, write a
Yes.
poem to it because it was so rhythmic. And I think that that's a great part of history that I
Yes.
don't think that we realized this book was going to lead us down. And I
I
think
didn't
that
even
that is,
think about it as I was reading it. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
you're right,
I,
though.
I
You're
took the camera off so I could go send emojis to the chat. And then
right.
when I saw you doing the snap, and it just hit
Yeah.
me like, whoa, like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. You're right. And it's so funny. When I was little, I didn't think of it like that. Like he's creating a rhythm. You know what I mean? I was like, he is. You can hear it. You can hear it. I saw it with my eyes. I can hear it with my ears. And I didn't really connect it, that
It's
it's an
so
actual
different
song.
because he was your father. It to
Yeah.
you, this is just data. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
It
Exactly.
to people who don't live there, who don't, who's not it's amazing. To you, this is
Yeah.
just something he do, but to anybody
Exactly.
else, like, and they'll go and try to do it
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and be beat up by their own.
Exactly. Because I know I
And
would.
what's really cool is your brother, he could do it, but they started breakdancing and popping. So
Yes.
it's almost like thinking how the generations change, but you could do it to the beats that he was
Yes.
creating. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's true. That is so
You
true.
know, so
That is.
it was amazing. And I think that I hope anybody watching, please go and Google YouTube the ham
Yeah.
bone so you can
Yeah.
understand exactly what we're talking
You
about
can
if you
see how
have
it's
not
really
seen
how
that.
it's done. Yeah. Yeah.
You will actually see how amazing it is, how rhythm and the beats just come from your body, from the sounds of the universe,
Yes.
anything around you. I remember my sisters and I, we would be so silly playing, even in our adult, young adult age. We would
Right.
sit around, even JR, and we would make sounds, and somebody would try to make a rap, and it would always sound funny, but we would have a spray can,
Right.
and
Right.
beating on a
Exactly.
glass, and I mean, it really made a sound,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. It makes a beat. It really has
oh,
a rhythm,
yeah,
a sound. I mean, it's music. It is music, just made different ways, different parts of the body. It
absolutely,
makes that sound, that beat. Yep.
mhm. You've got people that make music with their mouth, not just singing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
beatboxing, you know what
Beatbox.
I mean?
Beatboxing. Yes.
Scatting,
Yes. Yep.
jazz, they're scatting, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And that is true. That is true.
Mhm.
You don't have to
So
say anything. They're just creating it with
they're
sound. Putting it
creating the
out.
sounds, an instrumental sound,
Yeah.
singing beep bop bop bop, just
Yeah.
different things. So I think that this was a really, really, really great story. I
Yeah.
think that
That
this was
was. I
amazing.
love it. I love this book.
Amazing.
Really good.
Everybody has the rhythm. Just like she had the
Everybody.
rhythm, everybody has the rhythm.
Yep. That's right. That's right. So try to think of different ways to create rhythms with your body. It's so fun. You'll come up with a song. I mean, beating on
Mhm,
the table, just hitting the
mhm.
table, creates a rhythm.
Absolutely.
So,
Go-Go started this way, The
yeah,
sound of Go-Go, they were beating on trash cans and cans,
exactly. Yes,
and things,
yes,
buckets,
yes.
So
That's true. That is true.
absolutely, think of fun ways to do it. When you're doing your chores, you can make sounds while you're doing your chores,
Yes,
and create a song, make it
that's
fun.
right. Make it fun. It goes. You know what? Makes the time go faster. You'll be done before
Absolutely.
you know it. True.
Absolutely.
That is true. That's a
Well,
great
Lee,
book. I love it.
this has been wonderful. This has been another great story and exciting, some learning and some history with it
That's
too. So
right.
that was awesome. Awesome. We love you all. We hope
Yes.
all of you have a wonderful week and we look forward to seeing you all next Sunday.
Yes. We love you so much.
Have a great week, everybody.
Have a blessed week. Bye.
Bye.